Let's get a final check on our first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob.
Thanks, Alan. Right now we're looking at the sunset tonight. Casey Key, actually this is now Sarasota Bay. It was Casey Key earlier. This is showing a beautiful pink sky as the sun has set just after 7 o'clock tonight. And you can see some clouds around. Not much rainfall here, but that will change as a result of a low pressure area that continues to spin from the Bahamas over Cuba and the Florida Straits. It's heading to the west right now. It will bring us an increased moisture availability throughout the day tomorrow and continue through the weekend. There are a few showers scattered around parts of west central Florida, but not a lot of rainfall, and we are not anticipating much rain overnight. 84 degrees right now. Dew point is at 69. That's comfortable. Winds out of the east-northeast at 12, and the pressure at standard pressure now 29.92 inches and a few clouds. Well, the high today was above average as it has been all week long, 89, and the average high is at 86. Now the record 94 set back in 1959. This morning's low is right around where it's supposed to be at 70, and no rainfall to report so far for October. It's been pretty dry. We're 1.40 inches below average for rainfall in October, but we have had enough this year already, well above 61 inches of rain. Well, tomorrow, Friday the 13th, I might add, we're going to see showers and storms scattered around in the afternoon and evening. Some of those could produce some moderate rainfall at times and an occasional lightning strike. Looks like it will get out of here in time for football Friday night in most areas, but I still think there'll be a few lingering up until around 8, 9 o'clock. So that could be an issue again tomorrow, as it seems like it has been all season long. Well, Futurecast is showing that activity around tomorrow afternoon and evening, pushing off toward the west. It looks as though there won't be much of a sea breeze developing, so we won't get that convergence set up, which allows more storms to fire up along that front, but they'll still be around. And then Saturday, expect that moisture to be in play once again in the afternoon and evening. Showers become more numerous later on in the day. On Saturday and Sunday, the rain chance fairly high over the weekend. Out in the Atlantic, this is a pretty incredible storm for so far east and north latitude. We are looking at this storm now as a Category 2 hurricane, and it's actually looking a little better organized just in the last couple of frames here in the last hour or two as it makes its way off to the northeast eventually. Top winds now at 100 miles an hour, making this a Category 2 hurricane, a strong one at that, and is expected to move off to the east and then more northerly in time. And it could become a real big deal for places like Ireland and England early next week with winds up to 75 miles an hour. And it won't be a tropical system by then because it will be converted to just a low pressure area, but boy, a significant low too, causing all sorts of headaches there. Well, water temperatures are the driving force behind these storms, and they are still warm in the western Caribbean Sea. So although we have a month and a couple of weeks before the official end, we have to keep an eye out for this area. This is where they tend to develop, not so much in the Atlantic, but as we learned with Ophelia, it's still a potential out there as well. Well, there is a frontal boundary located to our north. It is a stationary front. It stretches all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, but it's going to fade away, and there will be another cold front which will try to get down next week. It's not going to have much success at this point, but next week, I think the week following that, we'll start to see some of this fall-like air move down in our region. Right now, 59 in Chicago, 66 in Cleveland, and 56 in Detroit. Forecast for boaters tomorrow, moderate chop on the bays and inland water, seas running 2 to 3 feet, and the water temperature at 84 degrees. UV index will be an 8 tomorrow. And the tides are coming on your screen. The next high tide will be at 9:52, sunrise at 7:29. Partly cloudy, some patchy fog, 75 for your low tomorrow. Expect some sunshine in the morning, increasing clouds in the afternoon with a good chance for scattered showers and storms. Highs will be into the upper 80s, so a little bit above average, and the extended forecast is calling for a better chance for rain as we push toward the weekend. Even next week, it's at 40%.